Hey,
We're back. Hello, Miss Gleave. How are you this evening? Good.
Mr.
What?
Man boy.
Man boy. Yes, let's welcome everyone, and then we're gonna get into the man boy thing with a quick explanation.
Okay.
Go ahead. Yes.
So, guys, we're back with the second segment of our television version of How Can You Say That? And tonight our topic is your choice.
I don't know. Did you change it like 5 minutes ago? Because that's your pattern of what you do.
I did not change it. It's rap music. I was giving him the chance to introduce it since it was his choice for us to discuss this. But since he's
You gonna say the title?
since
Or are you gonna be yammering?
capable of doing much without me, tonight our 21st segment on How Can You Say That is rap music
And
the positive and negative aspects of it.
primarily negatives. But we'll get into that in a minute. I want to explain something. Go ahead. What? This must be so important. Go ahead. What?
No, John, we know you would want to discuss the negative aspects of it. I am choosing to do a little bit of both because with everything, there's a good and a bad, a positive and a negative, light and a dark, and you know the drill.
Yeah, well, not with everything.
Shades of gray.
Right. Well, there's no gray here. It's all black.
All right. So
Get that? It's all black. Talk about rap. I thought that was funny.
not only black people rap,
Mostly, like 90% are black. Anyway, but we're going to get into this. I want to explain a couple of things. First of all, thank you everyone for rejoining us. Hope you enjoyed our last two segments of video podcast as opposed to audio. Again, remember, if you want to reach our audio only podcast, they're on YouTube. You can go to How Can You Say That, Jon and Jen, and they'll all pop up there and enjoy them. So I want to talk about a few things. First of all, if you watched our prior podcast, unbeknownst to me, Miss Jennylyn Gleave, podcast extraordinaire, media personality over here, decided to take a little bit of creative, what do they call it, artistic leeway or whatever that is. And when I'm watching the show after she edited it, I start to notice on the bottom, it pops up Jennylyn Gleave, producer. And then when my name comes up, Jon, the man boy, which was a little bit of a dig, but let me explain quickly. The man boy was a shot at my immaturity. The fact that chronologically I'm a man, but personality-wise and action-wise I'm a boy. So I actually think it's funny. So we're going to stick with it. Jon the man boy. That's going to be my new mantra.
It's your How Can You Say That tag.
Right. Good job on the tag. You got me on that one. So I want to talk about our topic tonight, but I want to kind of lead into it with something that has me incensed. I mean, since we came up with this topic, I have been doing some studying and some reading on rap music, specifically gangster rap and some of the more violent aspects of rap. But I came across something which I found very interesting. There is, and I'm not a fan of country music. Are you? You like country?
No, I don't.
Not a fan at all.
No offense to anyone who likes it.
I'm sure
It's not my thing.
not my genre, as they say.
Yeah.
So, but I came across this song from a country artist, Jason Aldean, I think was his name.
Yes.
Yeah, Jason Aldean. And I heard the song because it was being trashed and panned by the left and liberals, which immediately attracts me to it like a magnet. Wondering what do they possibly hate here? It must be something I love.
Door controversy. So
it's not that I enjoy controversy. I enjoy being in the right as opposed to being in the left or the wrong.
So let me get this right. You're always right?
I am right 99% of the time, I would say.
For those of you who have not seen the podcast before we brought it to the television, I changed his name to Rantitin Right. Because he loves to rant, and
I'm always right.
He's always right.
Makes sense. Perfect.
So now, Rantitin Right, the man boy, is explaining.
As my name gets longer and longer. Let's get into this, okay? So Jason Aldean, he comes out with the song, which again, the left was incensed about this. I said immediately there must be something to this. I listened to the song, love the song, okay? Now, again, I don't like country music. The song is great. When I'm listening to the song, I literally got chills, the feelings of patriotism feeling of fighting back against crime. And the song is called Try That in a Small Town. Okay. So what I want to do is I just want to play a quick clip for 10 seconds.
Speaker went off, so we have to do the background.
All right. Well, I don't know how you do that. Go ahead. Put the speaker on. You're the tech savvy whiz. Oh, you just press a button. Oh, okay. That was very difficult. Yeah.
And going.
Yeah, very difficult. Anyway, so I want to play a quick clip of this, and then we're going to talk about this, and that's going to lead into the rap music, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, you ready? Listen to the first 10 seconds.
Looking for somebody on the sidewalk, carjacking old lady at a red light. Pull a gun on the emergency liquor store. You think it's cool, like the fool looking like. Cuss out a cop, spit in his face. Stomp on a flag and light it up. Yeah, you think it's tough. Try that in a small town. See how far we make it down. Around here, I take it. You could stand and won't take long for you to find that. I recommend you don't.
Okay, so let's talk about what we just heard. Okay.
So I can already tell you where the controversy begins.
Oh, I'm on fire.
Try it in a small town. Does that have something to do with that?
I am on fire.
John, we heard you the first time.
Okay, so let's just go over with that southern twang, especially to your listeners in the Silicon Valley. They may not understand what he was saying. So the song basically says, sucker punch somebody on a sidewalk, carjack an old lady at a red light, pull a gun on the owner of a liquor store, you curse out a cop, spit in his face, stomp on the flag and light it up. You think you're tough. Try that in a small town, see how far you get down the road. Around here, we take care of our own. You cross that line, it won't take long for you to find out. I recommend you don't.
I like the lyrics.
The lyrics are brilliant, but why is the left crazy about this? Why are the liberals going bananas about this?
Okay, John, can I interrupt you? You cannot take a small, uneducated few and then say the left.
Oh, no.
Because on the left.
Country music banned the song. The media, including CNN and all the major networks, were trashing the song, talking about how he's a racist, how the song's talking about lynching, how the song is talking about gun violence. All this guy is saying, and this is what is making me crazy. All this guy is saying is if you come to my small town in small town America or any small town in America and you try to cause criminal acts and you try to hurt people and you try to carjack and rob and create violence, you wait to see what happens, because we don't put up with that kind of crap here. In the city, maybe they do, but we don't do that here. Now, can you please explain to me, where's the racism in something like that?
So, John, I always disagree with you, but tonight I have to agree.
Well, that's no fun. Okay, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time. Go ahead.
If this song is creating that much controversy and they've banned it, how then are some of the songs allowed where women are called bitches?
Yes.
And all these names, derogatory terms that they use when they sing about women are okay, and everybody's okay with it. Quick story. When my daughter was about 8 years old, one of the doctors I worked with gave her a gift certificate for music.
One of the what you work with?
Doctors.
Doctors, okay.
He gave her a gift certificate for her birthday to the record store, because back in the day, the kids, bought all these CDs. So
I was in the era where we bought the actual vinyl LPs, but okay.
So she gave me a list of CDs she wanted, and I went and bought them because I'm not into rap. I never listened to it. So I brought it home, and she's having a blast in her bedroom, doing her homework, listening to her music. One Saturday morning, I'm vacuuming the floor, and I just happened to turn off the vacuum cleaner, and I could not believe what I was hearing. And I turned around and I go, Kristen, what are you listening to?
Vile, disgusting.
Mom, you bought it.
Yeah, but you bought it like this is your doing. This is what you purchased for me to listen to. It's your fault. But
I don't know who 50 cents is. I don't know who.
It's 50 cent. It's not plural, it's singular.
50 cent. I said, give it back. You're not allowed to. It didn't go down.
Okay, well, that's okay. So that's where we're getting to. But I want to just finish up on this Jason Aldean song, and then it leads right into the rap thing. So all this poor guy is saying is, listen, don't come to my freaking town in small town America, burn the American flag, riot, carjack, steal, break things, burn down stores, and think you're going to get away with it. First of all, in American society, you shouldn't be able to get away with that anywhere, ever. Without law and order, you don't have a society. Like Trump said, without a border, you don't have a country. Without law and order, you don't have society. Nobody has the right to hurt somebody else, to steal their property, to burn down their livelihood, to do anything like that. You want to protest? Fine. The minute something breaks, now you've gone to riot mode from protest mode, and that's not okay. So I don't know what the problem is here with this, but I'm going to point out a very interesting observation. There isn't. You can listen to the song. Listen to the song on YouTube. I'm going to tell you what the issue was.
But what I'm saying is, there has to be more than the lyrics that cause them to ban.
No, there isn't.
Because I hear music on the radio that is so repulsive.
I'm going to explain.
I have to turn it off.
Of course, so this is my point. We're going to get right into
look,
that.
I'm not knocking people who enjoy that, but it's not my idea of music.
Listen to me. When people, here's the most interesting observation you could think of. When people listen to this song and they say the song is racist, do you know what they're actually saying? Think about that. What they're saying is if he's criticizing people that are criminals, people that are carjacking, people that are sucker punching, people that are robbing a liquor store with a gun, people that are spitting in the face of cop, and he doesn't mention anything about race or color, ethnicity, nothing in the song. But a person that says the song is racist is actually saying that the people that commit those crimes are minorities and blacks. And therefore, the person that criticizes the song is actually the racist, because he said nothing about race in the song. This is a patriotic song, a shout out to law enforcement, a shout out to small town America that says we might be the last patriots left in this country, and don't come around here pulling that shit anymore. Now, what you just said was right on the money. There's an uproar about this, but violent rap lyrics that talk about drug dealing, that talk about rape, that talk about gangs, that refer to women as bitches and whores and describe violent sex acts. Not a word is said about that. Not only is not a word said about that, they are celebrated at the Grammy Awards. They are celebrated as artistic geniuses in the media. And if you say a word about it, you're a racist.
But listen to me. I don't think it's a left or a right thing. And
I need that pen. I need the pen. Now what?
You need to control your temper, John.
I'm out of my mind about this.
Well, listen, there's a lot of things in the world right now that has gotten me out of my mind. So listen.
We'll share this.
It's not a left or right thing, because I'm sure there are people on the left. You have a thing against the left.
Oh, I hate them.
Listen, I'm not a righty, I'm not a lefty. But I'll tell you one thing. I'm not going to bash either, because everyone believes what they do for a reason. And there's good reason behind what they believe. And because left and right have people, I am not choosing.
Well, we've already established it's right and wrong, not right and left.
Whatever. You have your thing, I have my thing. You don't run the show. You're a guest on my show. Don't forget.
Waving that finger at me.
Anyway, I really believe on both sides. I understand some of their beliefs on the left and some of the beliefs on the right. I am not picking a side.
But we're keeping this contained to this topic.
Yes, but let me finish.
Why do they criticize that, but they don't criticize the black rap music that glorifies violence? Explain that to me.
When I'm explaining, you keep interrupting me. I can't speak over you. This is not a competition. So if you would shut up, then I can say what I'm saying.
You're being very mean to me.
No, I'm just being strict.
What are you going to do? Put me in a corner?
Soon. I
have bad memories of being in a corner as a kid. I don't want to be in a corner.
Okay, but back to the point you're making. I did my research too. And what I wrote is that some of this rap music that people are okay with, that plays everywhere. I've been in some events and heard this music playing and I'm cringing thinking, what? It's playing here? This is such an unlikely place for this music It is promoting negative mindsets, shows the younger generation that certain lifestyles are desirable. The development of music has changed dramatically throughout the years because the profanity, the drugs, the violence, everything you're saying, everybody's okay with it. And they're performing it at the Academy Awards. And
I can't even watch the Grammys anymore. I'm revolted by it. When I was a kid, the Grammys used to be all pop music and hard rock and metal and all these really great genres. It was music. It was music that defies the ages, and that music that would still be around 50 years later, people would still be listening to. And then all of a sudden it was corrupted and infested by this wretched disgustingness that is referred to in the media as artistic genius, but it's horrible, violent lyrics. And by the way, many of these people, these rappers, they themselves are current and former drug dealers, convicts, gang members, criminals, people that treat women like garbage. Where is the feminist movement on this stuff? Why aren't they causing an outroar about stuff like this? People like Ice-T talk about shooting cops. The gangster rap, glorifying everything horrible, and then who are they doing to? Who's the main target market of rap music? No, who is it?
I don't know.
I'll tell you. No, I'll tell you because I looked this up. It is the young, impressionable, inner city minority child, and they are being influenced by this horrible, wretched noise.
Well, there's another side to it. And
wait, but I didn't finish. Wait, I didn't finish my side.
Okay, so you see how it feels when you
it doesn't feel good at all.
Oh, thank you.
It's not going to stop me from talking, but it feels horrible. So they're being infested by this, and many of these children are growing up without fathers. They're in fatherless houses, and they're being influenced by this crap, thinking that this is the way to live. This is a lifestyle you should try to attain, and a lifestyle you try to achieve, and this will come with some sort of success and money, and wear your pants down by your ankles and your underwear sticking out. It's the appearance, it's the lifestyle, it's everything. It's all horrible, and it has to be criticized by people in the media and people in the government that say, listen, this is not acceptable. You want to play it, but you know what? It's got to come with certain ratings. It can only be for certain ages, like cigarettes and alcohol and all these things, because this is literally verbal pornography.
Well, in America, we have freedom of press. And I'll tell you why I stopped watching all these Grammys and all these shows that they have to reward acting and music. There's a very dark side behind Hollywood.
Oh. And
I know that a lot of people are going to go after me for this, but I don't care. It is my truth. And I have noticed for many years that there was something about it that wasn't sitting right with me, and I couldn't put my hands on it. And so the fact that people who are promoting violence and calling women, I heard one song one day where the guy was saying that he liked the woman's ass better than her face.
I think I've said that before, though.
And
I think I may have said that.
If you have said something like this about any woman, you would not be my friend. So you're trying to be facetious. I know that. But
actually, I think he said it about a man one time. Is that wrong?
No, but the fact that this song is playing and women are listening to it and singing it, I'm like,
But men hear it and then they think it's okay to act that way also. That's the problem. Listen, that Jason Aldean song that was advocating, that Jason Aldean song.
Again.
Yeah, because this is more important than what you were saying. This Jason Aldean song is advocating for self-defense. These rap songs are advocating for proactive violence, not self-defense. I mean, there's such a huge difference. Go ahead, sorry.
There's such a misogynistic portrayal of women in so many aspects of this world. When men are not trying to be women, they're hating on women. And I wonder if they just descended from the clouds and stood up on the ground and started walking. Every man on this planet came here via a woman's body. So where the hell did the respect for us go? It is annoying on every level. And John, when you brought this topic up, you sent me down a slippery slope. However, I did discover there is a good aspect of it, and it's where they bring awareness to many significant cultural issues.
Oh, now you just switch to the good parts?
Such as racism and sexism. I'm not saying it's not all bad, but I feel like there's more bad than there is good.
Where's the good? I'm not trying to understand where the good is.
Because
Let's talk good.
this,
Where's to what?
I have heard some good rap songs that, like you say, you got the chills. I got the chills, and I was thinking, wow, whoever wrote this is pretty incredible and insightful.
But we're talking percentages. If you look at rap music, the percentage of vile and disgusting versus good, you're probably talking about like 80% vile, 20%, 80% vile, 10% decent, 10% good. Does that equal 180, 10, and 10? That's 100. So, it's like, it's numbers we're talking about here. It's math. So we're not looking for the exception to the rule. We're talking about the general situation, and is it more good than bad? And if you're looking at 80% or 75% of rap being horrible and vile, then you're really talking about the genre overall as being bad. Look, I could take regular music also, whether it's not country, because country seems to be just patriotic and like fun loving. But if you take pop music, or you take metal, or you take hard rock, there's a percentage of that that's bad also. Talking about suicide and death and darkness and depression, not necessarily violence, but maybe that's 20% of that type of music and 80% is good. So as a whole, most music, with the exception of rap, is positive in a way. And on the rap side, you're looking at most of it being horrible and awful, not just musically, because it's not even music. It's more like just talking in sounds. But I'm talking about the messages that it's conveying.
We're down to 3 minutes.
Okay.
No,
well, we'll be doing part 2.
So we're doing these shows in 2 parts, so we'll have to wrap here pretty soon.
Speaking
but
of 2
we
parts,
will continue this topic shortly.
But before you just mentioned 2 parts, it made me think of something. You know what I thought of?
No.
Twins. You have twins in your family anywhere?
No, but apparently people think we are. Last week they said if we decide to wear the same clothes and wear the same glasses, which I wasn't aware of.
We're wearing the same bra.
Yeah, he borrowed one of my bras today because he forgot to put his on before he left home.
Not nice. What I was going to say about twins. You know what's interesting about twins?
Well, they have different types of twins. They have identical.
Let's talk about
fraternal.
identical for a second.
Yeah.
If I was a twin, you know what I'd look at my other twin as? Spare parts. Like, let's say I needed a blood transfusion. My twin has the same blood. Let's say I needed a bone marrow transfusion, God forbid. My twin has the same bone marrow as me. Twins could carnage each other for spare parts. Isn't that brilliant?
So who decided the twin would be the spare part? Knowing what I know about
which twin would be the spare?
Knowing what I know about you, I would definitely say you'd be the spare
Well,
part.
each twin would look at the other as the spare parts.
No, but in truth and in fact, you would be the spare part.
What do you want, my cornea or something?
Nothing. Just for you to shut up.
Well, I have these beautiful green eyes, and you got these crap brown eyes, so you probably want my eyes in my cornea. You want me to leave it to you if something, God forbid, happens to me?
No, that's funny because I went to get my driver's license today and I donated my organs, although I don't know what good they'll
To
do
who?
to anybody.
No, you should be able to pick who those organs go to.
Really?
What if some rapper got your organs?
You are such a hater, Jon, man, boy.
I'm a lover. I'm a lover.
Right?
Don't make me come after you. I'll hold my hoops. You ever hear that expression, hold my hoops? You know what that means?
Anyway.
Wait, do you know what that means? Before we hold my hoops? It's when black women are going to fight with each other. They don't want to wear their hoop earrings because they could be pulled and yanked. So they say, hold my hoops. They take their hoops out before they get into it and have a fight.
Anyway, guys, we're going to cut this one here because we have to keep it down to 29 minutes. But we will be back shortly with segment 2. And thank you for watching. How
can you say that?
The show where we are raw and authentic. And we thank you, and we'll be back soon. Bye.
Thank you.